back of my... Sorry about that. He saw the back of my... I need to do more work over there. That is so true. I am getting my tablet, which you can see wobbling over here to the side, getting things set up. Whew. Okay, where's the volume? There we go. Hopefully, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay. Is it not live? Did I not go live? It's live. Why are you not telling me you're live? That was 3. That's not right. Please tell me. There we go. Good morning, Cece. How are you? Got a little bit late start this morning. But you know, time flies around here. Let's see. Is it making sure that this is set right? Whoops. Sorry about that. I guess that's right. I guess that's right. That's good enough. Good enough. Well, how's your day been doing? You're back in the States now, right, Cece? You got home to Texas this weekend? Still here at the hospital with grandbaby Bella. Oh, she's in the hospital? Oh my goodness. Bless her heart. I was definitely sending prayers. Has bronchitis and pneumonia. Bless her heart. Well, definitely sending prayers and love and good wishes to you and your family and the baby. Oh my. Bless her heart. But she's here in the States, correct? I think that's what I remembered seeing in the chat. Yes. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, it says there is 4 watching. Hey guys, welcome. Do not hesitate. Do not be shy. Leave a little message down in the chat. You know, even if you don't want to say anything, maybe just leave a little emoji, a blue heart emoji or something. Let me know that who's stopping by and visiting. Monday. Yes, it's Monday. Good morning, Pandy. How are you? You know, I don't know if you saw. Yeah, thank you so much, Pandy. You were such a blessing yesterday. I really didn't want to say anything about my channel, but I wanted to thank Marianne for popping by the other day, and you know, when she asked how to get a hold of my channel, you popped it in there in chat. Thank you so very much. You're a great friend. And speaking of friends, if you guys are watching on the replay later on and you don't know who it is I'm talking about, go check out the description after the live stream. I will have links to everybody's channels down in the description. Do pay them a visit. There's CC, who is Cecilia Creationsbymuneca, and Pandy, that is Pandyland. Both of them are fabulous content creators here on YouTube, and we want to show some love and support to all of our friends, new and old. So thank you guys. Oh man. Well, today, I guess we ought to get into it. It is day 21 of Cruising Through the Holidays. This is a system that FlyLady created years and years ago to help get things prepared around the house for the holiday season. And the first holiday that she marks on this cruise is Thanksgiving. So we are cruising through the holidays up to Thanksgiving and getting our homes decluttered and organized, preparing the food ahead of time, all of which staying within a budget. We're also tackling those things that we tend to put on the back burner to the last minute. Those are called those procrastination type things. We have a specific day of the week called anti-procrastination day, which we tackle those type of projects, so that come Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day or whatever holiday that you celebrate this time of the year, um, you can do so and everything is prepared ahead of time, and you can enjoy your holiday with your family and not feel stressed. That is her mission for this type of cruise. And like I said, she made these years and years ago. The video that is day 21 of her cruising through the holidays that she made years ago, we're talking probably about 17, 18 years ago. The link to that is down in the description below. Go check out FlyLady. Her, even though her videos might be old, a little bit by today's standards anyway, they still hold a lot of valuable information, and she is a blessing to all of us in this community. So for today, good morning, beautiful. Where have you been all weekend? That is Amanda, budgeting like a girl. Thank you so much for popping by, my friend. How are you doing? So today we are going to be getting into another task for today. And yes, we are back in the kitchen. And if you guys that have watched on the replay, you probably have already seen. For those who just popped in, if you were already in the wait list or waiting screens and you happen to see a sneak peek of what my kitchen looks on the other side of the camera, even though I cleaned my kitchen like a week or two ago and I showed it to you guys live, I cleaned off the island, the counters, over that. Today it doesn't look like I did any of that. So I will definitely be going into doing some of that today, or sometime this week anyway. You had a weirdly rough weekend mentally. Oh my goodness, bless your heart. Well, we are always here for you, Amanda. Anytime you need to vent or just to have somebody to listen, I'm always available. And you know how to get a hold of me, or any of us, really. Yeah, Pandy says, sorry to hear that, Amanda. Yeah, we're all here for you. If you need someone to lean on, we're here for you, my friend. All right. Now, for day 21, let's take our focus off of. We want to focus on positive things today. Good morning, Maggie. Oh, I have a surprise for you. I'll share that, guys, with you at the end of this video, or at the end of the live stream. Mix Match Maggie says, hello, friends. Finished shopping and heading to get gas before Bestie gets here. Oh, how fun. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, well, okay. I do like I said, Maggie, I do have a surprise to share with you guys at the end. Oh my goodness, what's going on now? Oh yes, my mom's cousin. I've spent maybe 10 years max with him in my adult life. Went fishing on Chesapeake Beach. Thursday they found his boat, but have yet to find him. Oh my goodness, Amanda. Oh my goodness. It's making me feel some type of Lord. Friends, let's lift up Amanda and her family in well wishes. If you pray, if you're praying kind, definitely keep them in your thoughts and prayers right now. I only hope for the best for your uncle, that he's just lost somewhere, and that he's okay and safe. Yeah. If you ever need anybody to talk to, Amanda, definitely, my number. Well, you know how to reach me. I'm here. I'm always here for you, my friend. You're my bestie. And even though you might not have been very close, but there's still family, and I understand that. Even though I wasn't very close to my mom's side of the family, when there was deaths or something happened to that side of the family, I still felt it because they're still family. So I hear you. Like, I don't know him well, but I have very positive memories of him, so just felt weird about it. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I have my dad's brother, my uncle Charlie. I remember him a little bit when I was a real little girl, and then again when I was a teenager, like my mid to upper teens. And I remember good memories of him during that time. But then he went his he went his separate way. He didn't have much more to do with the rest of the family, but I still held on to the love and the memories that I had of my uncle. And even though he might not have wanted to have anything more to do with the rest of the family because he wanted to live his life, I still loved him, and it still hurt when he passed away. So, yeah, I completely understand. I completely understand, my friend. So, let's talk about something a little bit more about that. Let's lift up the mood here. Okay, it's day 21, cruising through the holidays. Now, like I just said earlier, the FlyLady's video for today is down in the description. She instructs us to clean out our refrigerators, getting our refrigerators and our kitchens ready for next week, because next week is when we will be preparing more of the food for Thanksgiving. My daughter talked to me last night, my Amanda talked to me last night and asked, when can we make some cookies or do some baking together or whatever? And I go, well, would you want to do that on my live stream with me someday? She goes, well, I guess so. I go, well, then we'll figure it out when we can do it either this week or next week, and we're going to have a special guest sometime pretty soon. I went to work today, made it all 4 hours. Well, good for you, Amanda. Good for you. Yes. Good for you. You're a strong and inspirational individual for all of us. So definitely check out Amanda. Show her some love. Subscribe to her channel. Watch her videos. I mean, she's got her own style. She might not be as bubbly as I can be sometimes. I mean, I'm not always bubbly either. But you know what? I love everyone's personalities because you can still feel the love that they all share. They all have in common. Yeah. All right. So, today we are going to be cleaning out my refrigerator. Now, I did clean out my refrigerator about a month ago. I took absolutely everything out of it, shelf by shelf, washed it all down, took the shelves out of the refrigerator and even washed them at the sink, and then put them back. So, I'm not going to go that detail of cleaning right today because it is a big process, but and besides, I only did it a few weeks ago. So what I'm going to do today is just reorganize my refrigerator and double check the outdates on some items just in case they're bad and I just need to replace them. You heard about that, Maggie? Oh my. You guys keep us up to date in our group chat over there on Instagram. If you happen to hear any updates. Lonnie is my second cousin. I had an Uncle Lonnie. No relation, but but yeah. Definitely keep us informed if you happen to hear any updates, my friend. I'm only hoping and wishing for the best. I'm hoping it's like that one guy who got his truck stuck in I think it was someplace in Northern California or Oregon or something. He was hunting and it came a heavy snowstorm and he got stuck. And so he was out there stuck in his truck for I think a week or so, and he was just living off whatever he had in his truck, which wasn't much, But they found him, and he was fine, just a little dehydrated. Yeah. So I'm just hoping it's not any more serious than that. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at my refrigerator. It's not too bad. I just need to reorganize some of the shelves. Now, you might say, my gosh, you've got a lot of eggs. They had, the last couple of weeks, our Rulers has had sales where you buy, I think you buy 2 dozen of eggs, you get a third dozen for free. And so we kind of stocked up on some eggs. We took advantage of that sale. So that's why there's so many eggs. There's a partial, now this one, no, that's not this one. Now this one up here, and you guys can see, it says farm eggs. These are fresh farm eggs. My husband brought these home from work. They've been cleaned off. But these are fresh farm eggs. So we'll probably do something special with them this week. I don't know exactly. But yeah. I live in a rural community, and so move my trash can a little bit closer. Yeah, I live in a rural community, so anytime I can get some farm fresh eggs, or if somebody, takes their like a cow or a hog to the meat processing place here in our community, I usually get my fresh meat from there, from like hamburgers and pork chops and things like that. I get from our local processing place instead of like Walmart or another grocery store. Quick question. Is your mic on? Oh, is mine on? Oh, I thought it, did it not turn? Oh, thank you. I didn't plug it in. I gotta plug it in. I have it on. It's just, there we go. Okay, how's that? Is it working now? Like I'm just a scatterbrain, guys. This is real life. I'm just a real scatterbrain. Okay, I could hear you fine, but I had to have my volume up all the way. Okay, well, sorry for those who had to have their volume up. You might want to turn it back down because now I'm mic'd up like I should be. Oh my goodness! All right. Whoa. Let's clean out this refrigerator. Okay. Now we have some leftover sandwiches. Here's the Jersey Mike's. I'm going to leave them up here on this top shelf for leftovers because we only got Jersey Mike's yesterday. So, because my husband and I, we went to Effingham yesterday. So let me move those down below so I can at least clear off this top shelf. We still have a little bit of chicken broth left over. This definitely needs dumped. Okay, sorry if I'm in your way, guys. I am short. I have short arms. And I gotta practically get into the refrigerator in order to reach things in the very back of the refrigerator. So, whoa, almost dropped my glass container. All right. Yeah, let's see. That's why I need to clean this out some, because here's some yucky old onions that got stuck way in the very back. Okay, so now that top shelf is cleaned. I don't see any spillage. So these containers I put over here to the side. I'm just going to dump them and clean them. All right, so let's put the leftovers back up here on the top shelf. Have some chicken wings. Here's some rice. Me and the kids will probably eat those up for lunch today.
All right. You know what I might do? That's it. Sorry, I'm in your way, guys. I'm going to stick these on the top shelf. You hear that beep? My refrigerator is one of those that if you leave the refrigerator door open too long, it will beep at you. So I will have to keep opening and closing it throughout this thing. Alrighty, we got butter. Now on this shelf, I'm not going to do anything with because all I have is the 4 cartons of eggs there. We got my butter spread, and in this drawer, guys, I don't know, you can't see. I've got sticks of butter. Got my sticks of butter for baking. So that's all that's in there. So now I do have another container that I can put on this shelf to corral some of this cheese. I don't know. Let's see. Aurora says hi. Hi, Aurora. Hope you're having a good day. I told my sister the other day I'm short and horizontally abundant. I can identify with that. I have to get close to things to reach. And she said to me, the gift. Oh, she sent me the gift of the T-Rex with the big head and the tiny arms. That's exactly me. I am a T-Rex. Exactly. My bark is worse than my bite, though. Okay. So, I've got this container right here. Here's the extra container. I'm thinking about putting it on this shelf to corral this cheese. So let me do that right over here to the side for just a minute. Gotta take the air out of this one. It's kind of puffed up. There we go. And I've got some cheese here. I'm sorry, I'm in the way. It's not really good logistically. Now this is my husband's ham for his sandwiches. And I got a hamburger. So, because this is part of that 10-pound bag of hamburger that I bought a few weeks ago. Our grocery store was having it on sale for like what, $1.49 a pound or something like that. Crazy amount. But you had to buy a 10-pound tube of it all at once. And so I've separated out into 1-pound bags here. So that's what this is. And then this is some leftover chicken that needs to be dumped out. We got a few more of my dad's green peppers from the garden. And a few of them fell back here in the back. So I'm thinking for supper tonight, maybe I could do He-Man hot dish for supper tonight. I can use the green peppers in it. We'll see. Okay, I can put those down here in the bottom of the cooler. And we got some cherries. Another bag of cheese that was way in the very back. All right. Now this shelf, I need to clean that off. Let me go get my rag. Okay. And my spray. The other shelves aren't that dirty, but this one got something spilled on it. So let me wash it off. Sorry. You're going to have to see my backside for a few minutes. Squeaky, squeaky. Oh my goodness, come on now. I think some ketchup or tomato or something got spilled back there in the very back. All right. right, that's better. All right. That is much, much better. There we go. All right. So here's my box of cheese going back in there. We have, okay, gotta close the door. Turn the beeper off. There we go. There's my husband's ham and the hamburger. I'm going to use that for supper tonight. And the milk goes back in there. I need to get some more milk today. All right. So there is that. You know what? I do have. No, I don't think so. I was going to use another container like this one. I don't know why I've got this on here. I don't need to keep that on there. So I don't know. Do I want to use that other one? Maybe. I have one more right here. It's bigger. It's a bigger. I'd have to put it underneath this one though. Let me take the milk out for just a sec. There we go. Oops, sorry I bumped the mic. All right, there is that. Milk still fits, so I'm going to put in this drawer. I have 2 more chicken breasts left over. I think I will put them in that drawer to kind of corral my meats. Or at least this chicken, at least. There we go. And you can't see the, well, you can see a little bit at the bottom. Yeah. And this is leftover stuff. I need to throw it away. So I'm going to have 4 glass containers that I'm going to be cleaning out. And so that will give me some to use for later. And then I've got some mozzarella cheese, some sharp cheddar cheese, some slices of cheese. Let's see, can I stick those in here? Okay. All right, oh my goodness sake. I feel like I'm all thumbs today. I hope this is entertaining to everybody. I'm feeling a little bit foolish, but all right. We're not going to criticize ourselves. We're going to be nice to ourselves. Okay, get in there. All right. And we got some Colby Jack. Oh my gosh. Here's errands. We have to put the slices of cheese someplace else. Yeah. Yeah, that filled up all of my shredded cheese right here. Okay, come on now. What happened? I'm actually going close. There we go. All right. And we got some bacon and hot dogs. I'll stick those here in this container with the chicken. And then all of this, let's put this cheese. I don't know why I've got this on here. Take this off too so I can see. I'm going to put the sliced cheese, these singles into this container. At least it's corralled. I can see in there what's in it. Okay. My butter can go back up there. I have thing of biscuit dough, sour cream. I got some apple cider, and that's pretty much it. What do you guys think? That didn't take what? 15 minutes? Just to do all those three? And look at how much more room I have. I got lots of room since I'm not doing a turkey, but I will be doing a chicken, like a whole chicken, and some casseroles. So that's a lot of room. And I really don't need to do much more in this. My door looks pretty good so far. Because like I said, I only did this a couple of weeks ago. And if we've used it, if it was bad, if it was like outdated, we've used it already. So, all right, there we go. Close the door. Let's take one more gander at it again. But you know what? I could. Here, let me do this. Move the apple cider up here behind the milk. I still have enough room on the shelf. If I want to get another gallon of milk, I've got enough room right there. And then my whole bottom shelf is clean. What do you think of that? Okay. Let's see. I love the Robinsons. One of my favorite characters is the T-Rex. Does your refrigerator have a freezer zone? Yes. We have the freezer right over here. And it's not too awful bad. That's what it looks like right now. I've got, well, you can't see very well. Let me tip you a little bit. Yeah. I've got my frozen vegetables in the bottom basket. I've got a pizza with pumpkin, like a big package of pumpkin that I did the other day there. And then there's some more of my pumpkin right here. There in the very back, I don't know if you can see on this shelf there in the back, is more of that hamburger. And then this is another vegetable that we picked up at the grocery store. And then this is just a couple of odds and ends. There's frozen fruit up there. There's a couple of the ice packs that my husband sometimes uses. So it's not too awful bad. And then here on the door, I've got some frozen tomatoes. There's some ice pops there. Oh, you see this here? You see the bat? This rag is here because the little door that's supposed to seal right here, it came out. And I cannot figure out how to put that little flappy door back on. Now, this will work. I can push this in and it'll dispense ice, but I have to remember to remove the rag out before I dispense ice. And so in the meantime, I've been just shoving a rag in there to kind of seal it. So that's what that's all about. That's why this rag is here. And then I've got some frozen vegetables up here that I probably ought to at least get rid of this one. It's some mashed cauliflower that's been in there for months, but I never finished. Because this is a Trader Joe's mashed cauliflower. I haven't been to Trader Joe's since, I don't think we went to Trader Joe's this summer. I think I was going to, but I don't believe I did. So throw that one away. We've got a bag of frozen peas and carrots, and then some riced cauliflower. So that's my refrigerator and my freezer. So much room for activities in there. Yeah. A small person could legitimately hide in there if they really wanted to. I've seen some of those videos of people doing that. really tiny people will hide in the refrigerator and then scare people that goes to the, to the refrigerator. Yeah, you only put certain things in certain places. Yeah, I noticed that when I had my chicken down here on the very back bottom shelf right here, in the very back, my chicken was freezing, even here in the refrigerator. So I don't know. Um, no, I like in the refrigerator. I can't put things in the middle of the top or the middle shelf in the fridge, or it'll freeze. And in the refrigerator, yeah, in the yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bottom back, if it's in the very back, I don't think it matters in either shelf. If it's just in the very back, it wants to freeze. So yeah, so I don't mind putting my meat back there in the back, because if it freezes a little bit, I mean, it's that actually kind of helps keep it in there a little bit longer. But yeah, I hear you. But I managed to get most of it pretty well organized. Now it's much more organized. Alrighty then. So now what do we want to talk about, ladies? I guess I should go ahead and just dump these things out and get them set up on my counter so I can clean them. Oh, I need a spoon or something. Let me get a spoon. Oh, I know. I use this. A little my scraper spatula. See so I can get these things. Yuckaroo. Like I said, once things get pushed in the back of my refrigerator, they tend to get lost. Oops. Oops, there went my lid. There we go. So, anyway, that's the task for today, cleaning out your refrigerator and making room in there for all the goodies that you're going to get cooking next week for Thanksgiving, for those who celebrate Thanksgiving or any other family holiday. Just even if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving or whatever, you could still do this and that be that much more prepared for the next holiday that you do celebrate. Okay. All right, there's those all done. I got one more little square one. All righty. That takes care of all the leftovers that we're not going to eat anymore, that are just no good anymore. Okay. Alrighty then. So Zach called and I had to text hubby. I got to head to the post office to get Zach. Okay, well, you have a fabulous day, Amanda. Drive safe and get back home safe. I know it's just a short distance, but still, you know, they say those statistics is you get into a wreck within, I think, a mile of you. So, well then, I don't know what else to, oh, yes, I was going to show you something. Let me show you the surprise. Are you still here, Maggie? I do have a surprise for you. Well, for all of you, but definitely Maggie. Yes. Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to yell in the mic. All right. Let me take off my apron. And yes, I'm wearing a shirt that's a bit stained. Yes, you know what? I'm going to have to... Let me put this up here. No. There is a lot. Yeah. All right. You guys can still hear me pretty well, can you? Even though I'm kind of away from the mic and not right up there. Because if I needed to take my mic off in order to show you this. You guys can still hear me pretty decent? Okay. Alrighty then. Let me get off camera and let me do this. And I will come right back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh, there we go. I have to figure out which way is which. Okay. Now, some people will definitely have tassels on this, but I didn't want to go that route. So I just made it without tassels. But here we go. What's it say? We can hear you. Okay, great. All right, here we go. Here we go. There it is. No, maybe I should. Well, no, I can't flip it. The way the camera's angled. So anyway, it's pretty long. This is my poncho I've been working on. I've actually been working on this for close to 2 years because I would work on it for a while, then stop, and then work on it for a while and stop. And it's by watching Maggie over at Mix Match Maggie do her crochet every day until she reaches 1,000 subscribers. That kind of motivated me to bring this out and try to get it finished. So there it is. And see, it's pretty long. Whoops. Oh, well, there with the mic. All right, I can probably fix the mic now. There we go. There we go. But yeah, it's pretty long. It goes down past my knees. I don't know. Can you see? No. I'm sorry. I'm messing up with the camera. And I can't get back any further. But yeah, it's pretty long. It goes down past my knees. But I needed it that big so it could go down past my elbows. I wanted it down to my wrists. So anyway, this is my poncho that I've been working on, and if you can see how long it is, there it is. That's how long it is. So it's pretty long. And my cat Bobby, he already thinks this is his blanket. So good morning, Jamie. How are you? I've been kind of showing off my poncho that I finally got around to finishing. Thank you. Love the collar. Yeah. I had to do a few rows and then try it on to see if it's big enough for what I want. But I was thinking about maybe crocheting an extra little chain to weave in between the stitches. So if I want it to be a little bit tighter around my neck, I can just pull the chain and tighten it up a little bit. It is comfy. I can see why Bobby was trying to sleep on it. Yep. Yeah, I had it on my lap crocheting away, and he kept wanting to jump on my lap and curl up. And it's like, Bobby, I got to keep flipping it around in order to keep doing the stitches. Well, thank you so much. And thank you, Maggie, for inspiring me to just dig out my old project and get it done. And now that I wore this to the school this morning when I drove my son to school, And he looked at my poncho and said, I think I want one. So that might be my next project. Make him a poncho. I'll have to ask him if he wants it open stitches like these with the cluster stitches and the spaces in between, or if he wants it more solid stitches, either with single crochet or double crochet, something. Yep. So I just love that we are encouraging and inspiring one another. That's great. I don't think of myself that much of an inspiration, but I guess in some way I am. It's just hard for me to wrap my brain around it. I'm just doing what I enjoy doing, and then, people take from it what they will, I guess. So, what time is it? We got 15 minutes. So, what else do we want to talk about, guys? Listening while taking hubby to the PT. I hope he's doing well, Jamie. I know he was sick there for a while. You all were sick for a while, but I'm glad that he's feeling better. He's back to work. And I just hope his therapy is doing well for him. So, yeah. And if you guys don't know who Jamie is, that's the Scriber Co. I will leave links to everybody's channels down in the description below after the live stream. But yeah, go check these people out, subscribe to channels, show them some love, because they show me so much love. I mean, I don't expect anybody to hop on these live streams, but you guys have been pretty faithful with that, and I greatly, greatly appreciate you. He's doing much better, thanks. Thank goodness. I'm so happy for him. And little best friend, she's well and back to school, or is she still ill? I can't remember. There's so many people that I talk to, and I always tend to get some of them mixed up. I know she wasn't feeling well lately, but she's back to school now, or? My daughter came down. I thought I heard her in the other room. She's doing much better and back to school. That is great to hear. She's an adorable little thing. You keep sending us pictures on our Instagram chat, and she's just so adorable. So, well, guys, we still have 10 minutes before the end of the live stream, but I might just go ahead and end it right here because I don't know what else to talk about. What we did to Jamie today for cruising through the holidays, our mission for today was to clean out our refrigerator. Now, I did do a thorough cleaning of my refrigerator a few weeks ago. So today, all I had to do was just reorganize everything. There were a few things I needed to remove, some old leftovers that got pushed back in the very back of the shelves. I had to remove those and I dumped them. And I rearranged a few things, not a lot, but enough to where I've got a completely empty shelf here on the very bottom for things like the chicken when I get ready to thaw it out, a place to store some of the casseroles if I make those ahead of time. So then all I have to do is just pop them in the oven. I've got plenty of room there. And up here on the top shelf, that's some of our leftovers from when we ate out this weekend. So there's still a sandwich up there. There's a little bit of rice or stir fry left over, a couple of chicken wings back there. So me and the kids will probably finish those up today for lunch. And we got a lot, if you can see, we got a lot of eggs. They had a big sale at our grocery store. Buy 2 dozen and get a 3rd dozen for free. So we took advantage of that a couple of times this past week. So we stocked up on eggs. But then this weekend, my husband brought home another dozen of eggs. and they were farm fresh eggs. So we have one of these is farm fresh eggs. So that is my refrigerator. My freezer's not too bad, so I left it pretty much as is. So anyway, that is my doings for today. And if you want to watch FlyLady's video that she made, about 17 or 18 years ago, I still love it to this day. Link to that video is down in the description below right now, so you guys can go check that out, enjoy it. She is still a lovely person, even still today. She's back to her speaking valve. Oh, she's back in her speaking valve. Okay. Yes, I need to wipe mine down. I got most of the leftovers out this weekend. Very good. So you're already halfway there. My hair is super cute. It was just really staticky today. So all I could do is just put it up, or else if I let it down, it was going to get in my way and be staticky. And when it does that, it gets into my face. And I knew I was going to be cleaning the refrigerator today, and I do not want my hair in the way when I'm cleaning. It's not sanitary, for one thing, and two, it just is annoying to me. So I just stuck it up and out of the way. But thank you, Jamie. I've been considering cutting my hair. My hair already has gone way past my shoulders. So I'm just wondering if I ought to cut it shoulder length again. I might put a couple of pictures in our chat of what my hair looks like right now as far as the length of it, and then a picture of what my hair used to look like at one time, to see if get kind of everyone's opinion of should I keep it longer or should I cut it? What, I don't know. Great job. Thank you, Cece. I greatly appreciate that. I need to cut about 4 inches off mine. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. In the wintertime, I don't mind it being longer because it keeps my hair, my neck warmer. But then if I'm always putting it up like this, it's not keeping my hair or my head any warmer. So do I keep it long? Do I not keep it long? I don't know. I get so indecisive when it comes to my hair. Um, there was one time in my life I was enamored with my haircut. That was back in the 80s. It was about the time that Dirty Dancing was released, and um, I loved Jennifer Grey's hair style. And so I didn't expect to get that style, but I went into we have a cosmetology school at our college, and the school has their own little shop so that the students can practice on real customers to do their hair. And so I went in, and since I was a student at the time, I got a discount because I was still in high school. And so I went in to get my hair cut, but I said, I don't know what I want. I want something that looks good for my face shape. And the lady just looked at me and said, I think I know what would look good on you. So she cut my hair, and it looked almost identical to Jennifer Grey's style. And I fell in love immediately. I had that hairstyle for years after that. But then when I wanted to do something different, I could never find anything that really satisfied me, because styles change over the years. And then the long, flowy, wavy hair, or the blown out hair became popular sometime during the 90s. And I could never find anything that really satisfied me since. So I'm always going back and forth with my hair length. So anyway, Well, guys, I think that's a I think that's enough of talking about me and my hair and my poncho. I thank you guys for all the compliments, but it was a lot of work, but I'm glad I did it. And now I'm thinking about making a few more things from with crochet. I just need to get more yarn supplies. I don't have a whole lot. But now my son wants to have a poncho of his own, so I'll have to find out for him exactly what style of poncho he wants. I think he wants to try to reenact um, Clint Eastwood movies or something. He's been really big in making like props. He and his dad will work out in the garage, and they've made like wooden swords, and they've painted them. Because then my son was in some kind of a filmmaking class at in high school, and so they would have to put together some kind of video for a class assignment, and so part of those was needing props for their videos, and so that's what they would do. My son was always making props out of wood and things like that. So now he wants a poncho, so maybe he's going to be doing something like a Clint Eastwood theme or something. I don't know. Well, all right, guys. I'm going to say this is enough. I've chatted with you guys. I hope you guys, we're still live, aren't we? I hope we didn't. I hope we didn't go bad. I see myself. It looks like I'm live on my video, on my tablet and everything, but sometimes it goes off and I don't even know that the sound goes off or whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. You guys have a fabulous day, and I hope you are able to get your own refrigerator straightened up, because next week is Thanksgiving week, and so we'll be busy preparing some of those dishes and goodies and things. My daughter Amanda may be making an appearance in one of these live streams because we're going to be baking something together again. She had a lot of fun last year when we did the fruit cake and the dreaded chocolate fudge, the Velveeta cheese fudge. It tasted good. It tasted sweet and everything, sweet enough. It just didn't set up like it usually does. So I don't know what happened with that, but she still had fun doing those things, and so she wants to help do some more stuff. So okay, all right, my friends, we will see you tomorrow. You guys have a fabulous day. And don't forget, for those who are watching this as a replay, go look at the description below. There's links down there to FlyLady's videos, her channel, playlists, and then you'll also see links to everybody's channels that's here in the chat that visited with me today. Go show them some love and support. Go subscribe to their channels, and because it's absolutely free to subscribe to all those channels, and show them all some love and support because they show me so much too. All right. Bye, friends. We'll see you tomorrow.